local wanderers, misfits and accidental clickers. You have stumbled into the Grizelda Pughe Cabaret Circus. A delightful disaster of comedy, alternative music, slapstick, cabaret, and questionable life choices. That's true. Sit tight or stand. I'm warning you, the chairs have been temperamental. They have. For the Grizelda Pughe Cabaret Circus. Yeah, I'm a clown. I'm a motherfucking clown. I'm a clown, and I got a problem. I've got a problem. I've got a motherfucking problem. I've got a problem with you people. I'm a clown. I'm a motherfucking clown. I'm a clown, and I got a show. This is my show, and this show is a problem. It's a motherfucking problem, and so are you people. I'm a clown. I'm a motherfucking clown. I'm a clown, and I got a problem.
Richly deserved, richly deserved. Thank you, 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 and thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, spirits and degenerates, please take your seats. The management accepts no responsibility for possession, existential confusion, maritime hallucinations, of which there have been many, or any emotional attachment formed with the undead, namely, moi. Moi, that's me, actually in French. Moi is me in French. Whatever. Okay, so there's not that highbrow this show. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. Tonight's performance may contain demons, clowns, colonial metaphor, and scenes of theatrical instability. If reality begins to soften around the edges, remain calm. That's important now. You are already inside. Okay, now tonight, Bubbles and I thought we should keep you, my fans, abreast of my little backstory, my reason for being here at the Grizelda Pughe Cabaret Circus. And it seems only fitting that I should do this in a theatrical way. So, I'm going to take you to the very beginning. The beginning was a clown performance of Robinson Crusoe way back in the 1800s. It was kind of unbelievable, surely. Unbelievable, yes. I am 226 or something years old. And, well, you know, so it started on an island. Okay, Act 1, The Island. Good evening. Tonight, I shall tell you where I came from. Or at least, the version that survived. You see, before I was Grizelda Pughe, I was simply connected to a man named Ezra Pughe. Actor, dreamer, terrible with money, a Welsh theatrical obsessive with a dangerous belief that art should do no more than entertain. No. And this, my loves, is how people end up haunted. The theatre. Ezra Pughe inherited a theatre. Not a respectable theatre. Not one with velvet dignity and wealthy patrons. No, 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 no. I can guarantee you, this place was sleazy. This was an old theatre. A theatre that sweated. A theatre that remembered things. The walls bulged strangely. The corridors changed length at night, and somewhere beneath the stage, something breathed. Still, Ezra loved it. He loved that theatre. It was great. Because actors are the only people who walk willingly into cursed buildings and say, the acoustics are marvellous. They were pretty good. The screaming, that was not so good. But anyway, you know what? So what? Right. Now, then came the production, a clown adaptation of Robinson Crusoe. Yes, that Robinson Crusoe. Shipwreck, empire, isolation, and goats. But Ezra believed the story needed reimagining. And whenever a director says reimagining, what usually follows is either genius or casualties. The island was built entirely from theatre illusion. Painted flats, collapsing palm trees, papier-mâché rocks, ropes, mirrors, smoke, absurd clown logic. Nothing was real, which made it powerful, because the audience knew it was false, yet emotionally accepted it anyway. That tension between truth and performance began to build, night after night, laughter after laughter, fear after fear. The psychic pressure inside the theatre thickened like steam. Take a little break there for you. Okay. A cheer? Yeah, thanks. Thanks, guys. That was Act 1. Oh my God! Can you imagine how good Act 2 is going to be? It's going to be good. There you go. All right. Moving swiftly on. Act 2. The Crack. Ancient theatres are dangerous places. Not because of ghosts. Ghosts are usually harmless. No! The dangerous things are older things, attracted to ritual, to repetition, to audiences breathing together in the dark. And clowns, well, clowns are already halfway between worlds. As the production continued, strange things began happening. Audience members reported hearing waves beneath the floorboards, seeing extra performers who weren't in the cast, forgetting how long they had been inside. One man claimed the faked moon over the island winked at him. It possibly could have done, I cannot remember. Another left the theatre convinced he had lived 3 separate childhoods. Critics called it immersive. But Ezra understood. Something had begun responding. Something inside the theatre walls. Watching, learning, waiting. Its name was Grizelda. The possession. The final performance arrived. The audience packed shoulder to shoulder, sweating, laughing, breathing together. The psychic energy inside the theatre reached impossible levels. The island no longer felt staged. Reality began behaving like scenery. Painted waves moved. Doors appeared where none existed. Actors forgot their own names. And during the storm scene, Ezra Pughe looked directly into the dark above the audience, and something looked back. Then, laughter. Not human laughter. No. The sort of laughter heard by kings, moments before collapse. And Grizelda entered Ezra. Not violently, almost theatrically. Like a costume being put on from the inside. The vanishing. When the lights returned, the theatre was gone. Not destroyed, gone. Audience, actors, Ezra, all vanished. In its place, an empty lot, scorch marks, and the faint smell of seawater. Authorities blamed hysteria, gas leaks, mass delusion, the arts, which is usually safer than admitting demons. Mate, have a cheer. That was the end of Act 2. I hope you all enjoyed it, the Act 2 part there. That was great, wasn't it? Now, anybody? Oh, no! 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 No booing. Act 2 was pretty good. And I heard cheers before. So, yeah. Act 2 was great, wasn't it? Yeah, I like that. How about we go to Act 3. What do you reckon? Yeah, nice. Right, okay. Shut up! Shut up! Act 3, Limbo. And so I existed, Grizelda Pughe. Not alive, not dead. Trapped in the ghost theatre, a place between worlds. A theatre floating somewhere in the psychic fog. And there for centuries I performed. Oh yes. The audience changed. No longer human. Demons, ghosts, things made of memory, forgotten gods. The occasional Victorian. I entertained them all. Cabaret, comedy, songs, tragedies, juggling. The dead adore slapstick. They do. It's true, you know. But over time, I became restless. The ghost theatre was eternal, and eternity becomes unbearable once you've exhausted all possible encores. Now for Act 4, the internet. Then one day, something changed. Far away in the living world, some obsessive little creature created a web page. A web page documenting E011, Pughe, the vanishing theatre, the impossible production, and the strange disappearances. Most dismissed it, but information behaves strangely. Stories travel, and the internet, oh my loves, the internet is already a kind of seance. Millions of lonely minds, connected invisibly through waves in the ether. A haunted system, and the web page resonated. The signal reached the ghost theatre. For the first time in centuries, I, Grizelda Pughe, saw the modern world. Screens glowing in the darkness, voices travelling instantly, performances without geography, a carnival of identities, an infinite theatre. And I thought, oh my God, this is magnificent. And then the escape. The theatre strained, the walls cracked, the limbo weakened, because cyberspace itself was liminal. Not fully real, not fully imagined. A perfect road for creatures like me. And through wires, through signals, through flickering screens and forgotten passwords, I escaped. And now here I am, Grizelda Pughe, part clown, part ghost, part failed theatrical experiment, still performing, still searching, still trying to understand this extraordinary new world. A world where everyone is always on stage. A world haunted not by spirits, by attention. So, if during tonight's performance you feel strange, a strange pull, a sudden nostalgia, or the sensation that the walls are breathing ever so slightly, do not panic. The theatre remembers you. And perhaps somewhere deep beneath the internet, E011 Pughe is still wandering the island, searching for the exit. Welcome, oh yes, welcome, to the Grizelda Pughe Cabaret Circus. This island shrinks into the sea, a sea of ambiguity. Well, I thought... Thanks, thanks, guys. Hi. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm really funny, yeah, I know. I'm great. I'm so great. Bubbles! Thank you. Give Bubbles a cheer. Yeah. Bubbles helped with that. It wasn't all my work, you know. Bubbles gave me a good old, help with that. Anyway, whatever. Right! No, not that one. Yeah, that one. No, it might be. Whatever. Right! Right. I'm going to perform for you now a song that I wrote it, actually. I wrote this song for all of you people in the audience who are, watching or whatever. Okay, so this song is called Let Them Eat Oysters. I hope you enjoy it. If you don't, well, whatever.
Island shrinks into the sea, a sea of ambiguity. Shells of stricken invertebrates lie stranded on the shore. Fagin runs his tongue along the mucus shells of crustacean. The creature from the black lagoon creeps out of his sewage flue. Oysters! 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 Polluted flowing rivers feed the fetid swamps of effluence. Up beyond the muddy shores, or amongst the city's halls. The audience, we were talking about that, is swallowed whole, crushed under, collapse of war. Oysters! Let 'em eat oysters! Oysters! Let 'em eat oysters! Phantoms of his human skin, human memory, distant dim, like puppets hanging on a string. Painted faces start to sing. This cardboard cutout of a land is petrified by moral demand. Oysters! Let 'em eat oysters! Oysters! Let 'em eat oysters! Oysters! Let 'em eat oysters! Oysters! Let 'em eat oysters!
Hey, yeah, yes! Okay, I get it! Stop! Thanks for that. Right, okay, right. Oh, you're laughing at my little outburst. Right, okay, that's fine. You can laugh. Don't make a habit of it. Don't boo! Don't boo! No booing! No! Right, sorry about this. Okay, I'm gonna get myself together. Okay, right, okay. Now, thank you for coming along, everybody. Very kind of you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. If you did. If you didn't, well, never mind. Doesn't matter. Yeah. So, that's the end of the show. I loved having you, and, good night. Good night.